Hello and welcome everybody. This is your commentator and we'll be back here for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And before I get started on this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm leaving for Mexico to go down there for 9 days. I'm gonna spend some time in California for 5 days. What I'm trying to say is I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. So there might be, even though I don't post as often as I would like to. I won't be posting any gaming videos. But I might still be able to post some videos on my travels. But yeah, just letting you know what I'm doing and where I'm going for the next 2 weeks. If you're ever wondering where I am and what I'm doing. But yeah, anyways, back to the video that we're actually going to be doing. This is going to be a deck profile of a deck that I've been having a lot of fun with lately, and it is a Lightsworn Satellarknight deck. You'd be thinking Lightsworn Satellarknight. It's like, what's the deal behind that? The concept behind it is we use the Lightsworn engine to dump our Satellarknights Engraved for our Altair plays and our Call the Haunted plays, and we can just do a lot of crazy synchro XYZ turns that we just deal tons of damage to our opponent with. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's in the deck, and then I'm gonna explain why my choices of why I put them in the deck. And oh yeah, and you should look at the side deck. Like, what's that side deck? That side deck's not a real side deck. It's just cards I was either considering using in the deck, I was testing, or had tested, or cards I just did not have room for in the deck. So yeah. So first we run 2 Satellarknight Unukalai. We run 3 Altair. We run 3 Raiden, 3 Lila, 3 Deneb, 1 Procyon, 2 Vega, 2 Honest, and 2 Lumina. And the spells, you run 2 Solar Recharge, 1 Raigeki, 3 Reinforcement of the Army, the 1 Soul Charge, the 2 Charge of the Light Brigade, and Book of Moon. And then for the traps, 2 Breakthrough Skill, 3 Call of the Haunted, and 3 Stellar Nova Alpha. Alright, so that's what's in the deck. Now let's go over why I chose what I chose. We have the 2 Anukalai, because if we don't open up with a great hand, we do open up Anukalai, we can use it to send Deneb to the graveyard. And it's also a great 1800 beater to just hit things, to just hit face and just do tons of damage if we need to do that 1800 points of damage. And then 3 Altair, like I said, because why wouldn't you run 3 Altair in a Satellarknight deck? It's just as simple as that. Then run 3 Raiden, because Raiden is, like, in my opinion, one of the best Lightsworn cards in the game right now. And it's also nice to be able to use this effect to send 2 cards to the graveyard. We could potentially mill Deneb if we don't have it in the graveyard yet. And it's also a tuner, so we can use it for our synchro plays. It's the only tuner we use for our synchros. And then we run the 3 Lila because it's our MST replacement, and we don't run the Galaxy Cyclone either. So we needed something in the deck to get rid of back row. And that's Lila's job. Simple as that. And then Deneb, because also, if you run the 3 Altair, why wouldn't you also run 3 Deneb? It's like standard in a Satellarknight deck. So yeah, and then an interesting choice in the 1 Procyon, because Procyon isn't the best, but we can use it to send. It's the same thing as a Nukalai, but not really. Where we can send 1 Satellarknight from our hand to the graveyard. Well, this one sends one from the deck to the graveyard. So yeah, that's why we don't like this one as much. We usually only use it if we have Vega in our hand, so we can get our plays off. Speaking of Vega, we run 2 Vega. I've seen 1 Vega. I've seen anywhere from 1 Vega to 3 Vega, but I like 2 Vega in this deck because it's just nice to play Vega, to bring out your Altair, to get your Deneb, go for your plays, and then da 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 da. You know what the Satellarknights are supposed to be doing. And then we run 2 Honest, because Honest, since our entire deck is pretty much light-based monsters, we run the 2 Honest. And yeah, Honest is Honest, and I'm not gonna explain about Honest. If you don't know what Honest is, then read it, because Honest is like one of the best hand traps in the game right now, next to something like Forbidden Lance, Maxi, or Valor, in my opinion at least. Then we run the 3 Lumina. Lumina's there because if we have an awkward hand like Lumina with like any other, with like Deneb, we can use Lila's effect to send Deneb to the graveyard to get a Lightsworn out of our graveyard and put it on and get it onto the field. Just like the plays we can do in this deck, I just love it. Then we run 2 Solar Recharge because we discard 1 Lightsworn, we draw 2 cards, then send 2 cards to the graveyard. It's just like recycling cards and being able to send cards to the graveyard. Basically, we're just trying to get our Denebs in grave. Is the main focus of the deck. No, not the main focus, but it's one of the... You just got a ton of ways to try to get Deneb into the graveyard for an altar plays. And then we run Raigeki because Raigeki is there to so we can push through for damage, and even though there's no Djinn Lock, it's nice to just push through for that damage now. That's why we run Raigeki. Then we run triple Rhoda because all of our Satellarknights are warriors type monsters, and even we can search out Raiden with the reinforcement of the army if we need to, because Raiden's actually a warrior type monster, which is interesting. And then we run Soul Charge because Soul Charge is Soul Charge, and we can make more explosive plays with Soul Charge. And then the 2 Charge of the Light Brigade, because if you're running the Lightsworn engine, why wouldn't you run Charge of the Light Brigade? Because it sends the top 3 cards to the graveyard, more ways to get Deneb in the graveyard, and then we get add a Lightsworn level 4 or lower from our deck to our hand. And then we run Book of Moon because Book of Moon is just a nice card to have in the deck. And then we run 2 Breakthrough Skill. Running Breakthrough Skill over the Fiendish Chain because Breakthrough Skill if we mill it, we can still use it from the grave. Then we run the triple Call of the Haunted because Call of the Haunted is there just for Satellarknight plays. Like we can call the Haunted for a Vega to get our altar from our hand to get to Neb, or we can just call the Haunted for the altar in the grave, and we can do a lot of crazy shenanigans with the Call of the Haunted. We usually want to use the Call of the Haunted at the end of your opponent's turn, though, which is the key thing. Then we run 3 of the best trap in the deck, Stellar Nova Alpha. Whenever a monster effect, spell, or trap is activated, we can send one Tellarknight from our field to the graveyard to activate this card and then destroy that card that was activated, which is really nice. So that's our 40 card deck. Now let's go over to the extra deck. We run the 1 Leo because Leo is awesome, and the only way we can make Leo, I was considering Leo or Izuchi in the side deck. Strider's a lot easier to get out, but I was talking to people and they said to take out the Strider and just keep Leo in there. But the way we get Leo is Lumina plus Raiden. It's kind of an awkward way to get out Leo is to have to use double Lumina. But yeah, then we run Hot Red Dragon Archfiend because Hot Red Dragon Archfiend is still really strong in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh right now, but no one knows it. Being able to destroy all face-up attack monsters on the field, other than Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, is really good. Then we run Crimson Blader because Crimson Blader has always been my tech in synchro decks against Necros. So, and then some of the newer decks get hurt by it, like the Odd Eyes deck, and the Red Eyes deck as well get hurt by the effect of Crimson Blader. Then we run Scrap Dragon, and Scrap Dragon is there for removal if we need to just remove some things that we can't get rid of normally. And then we run Stardust Spark Dragon. I like Stardust Spark Dragon here because we can use it to protect our Call of the Haunted if our opponent wants to get rid of our Call of the Haunted, to get rid of our monster on field, or even we can use it to protect one of our other monsters from being destroyed by battle or by a card effect. Then we run Michael because if we're running the Lightsworn engine, why wouldn't you run Michael? And Michael's there to banish things that we don't want to hit the graveyard, and he's just nice to have as well. Then we run the 1 Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite new synchro monsters that's come out recently, is Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Because having him on the field and then shutting down level 5 or higher monster effects is like really freaking good. He shuts down Trish, both the Necros Trish and the Ice Barrier Trish. He shuts down... What's another good card that he shuts down? Oh. That's really strong in the game right now. He shuts down... What's that one card? I'm trying to think. Oh, it'll come to me later, but... Yeah, I just really like Clearing Synchro Dragon. And also we run Black Rose Dragon because nuking the field is still really nice. Then on to the XCs, because that's 8 synchros. Now to the XCs, which run 7. We run 1 diamond because diamond is still strong against like Burning Abyss and Shadal. We run 1 Deltaros because Deltaros is nice because we can. It's generic. It's a generic XYZ for 3 rank 4s, which is still nice because if we don't have 3 S Knights, we can use like Raiden or Lumina with 2 of the S Knights, and then we can get Deltaros out, and being able to just destroy a card is nice. Then we only run Trevor because I wanted to run 2, but then talking to other people, they said 1 is in my deck is actually good. But so I have to be careful about when I bring out Trevor in the game because Trevor, I can use Trevor to bounce back every card in the field to the hand, and then it's nice. And then we can also use Trevor and Deltaros to overlay, to use Diamond to get, as you know, Diamond overlays for these as well. Let me run some of the best rank 4s in the game still, as I always say, is Castel and Exton Knight. Castel to bounce cards back to the deck, and then Exton Knight just blow up the entire field. Then we have an interesting tech in this that I wasn't even planning on running before, which was Bujenti Tsukiyomi. And Tsukiyomi is a nice card that I've actually been using a lot recently in my duels, because Tsukiyomi can it's a fact if you don't know, is you can detach one material, send your entire hand to the graveyard, then draw 2 cards. So it can get rid of bad hands. It can also get Deneb into the graveyard. It can get cards into your graveyard for Luminous effect. So yeah, it's just really nice to have. And then we have Cowboy to just burn for game, because why not burn for game with Cowboy? So yeah, and then onto the cards that we were considering for the deck. We were considering Light Ray Gearfried because someone told me that Gearfried's actually really easy to get out in this deck because all you need are 5 or more light monsters in the graveyard to summon Gearfried. And then yeah, we're also considering the Beetlejuice because Beetlejuice, when we have him on the field, we can send him to the graveyard to add a S Knight back to our hand. And yeah, I was testing on Starter, but people told me to take it out in exchange for the Tsukiyomi that I recently was using. Then we run to interesting tech that I was considering was double summon, 2 of them, because double summon, what we can do is if we Vega for a Deneb, and then we get an Altair to our hand, we can double summon the Altair. You can just do all the crazy shenanigans that we want to do. And then we were playing 2 Skybridge instead of the Solar Recharge. I liked it, but then someone suggested to run the Solar Recharge for more consistency in the deck, and I actually liked that instead. But we were considering Skybridge. If you want to use Skybridge, it's your preference. If you want to test out the deck and use Skybridge, then we wanted to run Trapstun, but we didn't have any room for Trapstun because the amount of plays we can get off this deck. We just need to stop the back row for a turn. So we can just do our plays. And then so we can recycle our cards. We were considering running Jar of Avarice. You're thinking, why wouldn't you run Satellarknight Sirius? Because Jar of Avarice is a lot better, in my opinion. Because we can target any 5 cards on our graveyard except Jar of Avarice, shuffle them back into the deck, and then we draw a card for that. So yeah. And then we didn't have room to run Emptiness or Solemn Warning. And we also considering running actually main decking Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, since all of our entire deck is light-based monsters. So yeah, that's our Lightsworn Satellarknight deck. So let me guys know what you think about it. Leave a comment down below and just tell me if there's anything else I can do to make this deck better. I've been testing it out a lot recently, and I like I say, I love this deck. But anyways, this has been your commentator modes. Hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like and a favorite and subscribe. As always, it's appreciated. Leave me some feedback, like I said, and yeah. So once again, this has been your commentator moods, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. And good night, everybody.